What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life.
Hey, Katie.
Welcome to Boca Raton. We're going to be within Boca Raton city limits soon. Boca Raton is a population of how many people, Katie?
100,000.
Nearly 100,000 people live here in Boca Raton. Is this Palm Beach County or Broward County? I can't remember. I know it's right on the line. Palm Beach County or Broward?
Palm Beach.
Palm Beach County. Alright. We're on Military Trail, which is kind of a urbanized looking road. It's not really like the most... We're not really going to get like a real crazy tour. We're going to get kind of like a... This isn't going to be like a very like downtown drive. We're driving just on the main road through town. So this is what like an actual like normal drive through this area. Look, there's the Boca Raton sign. Notice that there's palm trees as you come in. But it's kind of like a normal drive through town. We're not gonna go into downtown or anything fancy along the water. We're just gonna drive through the city itself on Military. So you just kind of get like a bland feel for the city, kind of. A normal drive through town. New houses going on right there. You know what? I was talking about how I wanted to move to Southeast Florida.
Yeah.
But after seeing it on this trip, I'm not really all that excited.
No.
Sad to say, it doesn't look as nice as I remember it.
No. You good where you're at?
I think we're right where we need to be.
Exactly.
Esto es Boca Raton, papi.
Exactly what I've been trying to tell you for a long time. You are good where you are at.
Yeah. They got rid of the iguanas, didn't they? That was like the best thing this area had going for it. Whose idea was it to get rid of iguanas?
They didn't get rid of them.
Yeah, they did. They've been trying to like get rid of iguanas.
Why?
Because they're stupid. Why would you get rid of iguanas? They're green. They're always happy. They're on trees. They don't belong here. I'm getting really sick and tired of the "you don't belong here" people. Getting rid of iguanas.
Saying something about they're invasive and
"You don't belong here" type people. They're ruining everything. Well, what the crap is an iguana done to anybody? Native bird.
other than when it gets cold, they drop out of trees.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But I would drop out of a tree if I was
would
cold.
Too if it was cold, man. You hang out there, it's a cold and windy and stuff, man. So we're on Military, driving through Boca. Boca with the Oka. Kind of empty looking today. So, you know, a lot of people, I want to have this conversation with our audience. So I have a lot of people that say stuff like, well, homeless people just want a handout, or I'm not going to give them anything for free. If you want something, work for it. Isn't like 80% of the money in this country generational wealth? I mean, the people that are the 1% of earners, how much of the U.S. net worth is owned by 1%ers? Can you look that up? What percentage of the U.S. money is owned by 1%ers? 80% of the money in this country was given to people. And if it wasn't given to you, you were born into a position. If you weren't born into the money of it, you were born into the position of it. Why can't I give a homeless person a bottle of water or a $10 bill if I feel like it? How many millions of dollars have people inherited and they do the same exact thing the homeless people do? Oh, don't get me started on that one. The rich people do the same exact thing with their money as the homeless people do. The only difference is the rich people can afford it without being homeless.
26.5% belongs to Americans who earn enough money to earn percent by income.
Can you say that in English?
More than a quarter of all household wealth belongs to Americans. So 25% belongs to Americans who earn in that 1%.
So a quarter of all the money in the United States belongs to 1%ers. I think it's more than that. I might be really outdated. I think.
Okay, here's from Bankrate. 30.6% of the total wealth
belongs to the 1%ers.
Yeah.
Even that seems moderate. So 1%ers own 30%. 1% of populations owns 30% of the wealth. I think it's more than that, really. If you start looking around at who owns buildings and hotels and this and that and that. So, anyways, 1% of the population owns 30% of the country. Let's call it 33%. Let's throw the 2%ers off are pretty good too. So, we're talking about 1 in 3 people in this country. Wait, that's the money. That didn't make sense. I'm confusing my own self getting confused down there. But look up what percentage of the wealth is generational. I don't know if you'll find the answer to that. Okay, so let's call it 30%. I really don't think. I think 26% is modest. 30% even seems low to me, but that's what they say. That's what they say.
Oh, it has it by generation. Gen X, a quarter.
Who's Gen X?
Generation X is the generation between us and the baby boomers. So, like...
They have a quarter of the money.
Yeah. The baby boomers have 50%.
What
51 points.
Baby boomers have 50% of the money?
The silent generation earlier has 13% of the wealth.
Okay, so back up. Boomers have... What age are boomers now?
Like, from the end of the war to, like, the early 1960s. So, like, around 65.
So old people have about half of the money in the United States.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the end of the day, a huge percentage of the money in the United States is generational.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with giving a homeless person a handout?
Yeah.
A $5 or $1 handout. What's wrong with giving a homeless person a handout when 30% of the U.S.'s money belongs to the 1%? You think they've worked for anything? It's generational. What do they spend their money on?
Yeah. But we're millennials.
Now, I live in Sarasota, Florida. I work with 1%ers.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what they do on their weekends. Trip clubs, hookers, and coke. True or false? Isn't that what homeless people do, but a cheaper version of it?
Okay, we're millennials, and millennials hold 9% of the wealth. 9.2%. Yeah.
Now, what percent of the population are we? Look up what percentage. What percentage is millennials in the United States? We got 9% of money, but what percent of the population are we? Oh, let me remind old people that I hate them and that I'm horrible.
22%
of the population.
Yeah.
Millennials are 22% of the population.
And we hold 9%
of the money.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? We're screwed. This is what I've been trying to tell you for a while about millennials. And I got these old people. Millennials have it easy. No, dude, we have it really freaking hard. When we turned 18, there was a recession.
Yeah.
When we were old enough to buy homes, interest rates went up. And prices went up incredibly. Millennials have really got screwed, man. No wonder we're waiting for all those boomers to die. Except for Dad, he's broke. He can stay around. But the rest of them can die. If they have good life insurance and have good decent inheritance to leave behind, we hope they die even quicker.
Yeah.
Seriously. What type of crap is that? We're 9% of population. We're 22% of the population, you said, right?
Yeah.
We're only 9% of the money. We have got screwed dearly. Our generation has been dearly screwed. I've been telling you that for a while now.
Yeah.
We really got screwed by the previous generations.
Yeah.
And we're still getting screwed.
And now we're getting it from the younger generation too. So.
Well, this other generation below us is they're
Yeah.
retarded. They don't even know how to freaking talk to people.
Yeah.
This new generation doesn't even know how to
know.
talk. Keep an eye on the city boundaries because eventually we'll leave Boca. Keep know where the boundaries are.
Yeah.
Because
We're almost out of it.
Yeah. This new generation, at least we know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
This new generation doesn't even know how to talk. At least millennials know how to talk to people. Even if it is while they're working.
Yeah.
This new generation, they're so retarded. They just sit there and like I do this Uber driving thing as a gig now. Like I see people like young kids like they don't know how to talk. They just sit there with their headphones. They can't have a conversation with anybody.
Like one thing I noticed like about the younger generation, they'll sit in the same room and they'll be texting each other instead of using their mouths.
It's absolutely ridiculous. We could actually get on the highway here if we wanted to.
Probably.
Get on 95 north. And then we'll get off at get off on West Palm Beach.
Yeah.
We'll get off on Southern. So I can get over here, my phone down so I can see these idiots. Come on. Dale, mijo, por favor, mijo. Clase tipo más vaina, serie. Look at this freaking millennial piece of crap.
We are millennial.
Well, I'm not a millennial piece of crap. I'm millennial, but I'm not a millennial piece of crap.
I mean, we're in a truck. I mean, for a reason.
I can run these little kids over and get in my way.
Get
Look how
it.
empty this is, bro.
Yeah.
Boca Raton.
The only place I feel like I belong is in a truck.
Why are people honking horns? There's like a hackathon going on somewhere. Here?
Yeah.
I'm at Boca Raton.
Oh, look at him. He's running.
No, la gente de la edad de yo y Katie,
Sí.
somos 22% de la población, pero solamente tenemos 9% del dinero.
No tiene
No
dinero.
tenemos dinero. La gente de la edad de nosotros no tiene dinero. La gente joven de la edad de yo y Katie no tienen dinero ni para comer. Somos. I think millennials might actually be demographically poorer than blacks. Can you look that up?
Gasta mucho también.
No, vamos a tener dinero. Bueno, eso sí, si lo gastan no lo vas a tener, eso no hay duda.
No saben invertir.
No saben tener dinero.
Invertir, no saben cuidarlo, no saben ahorrar. Compran cosas que no necesitan.
Sí. He makes a solid point though. We do owe a lot of money. You can't have money
Yeah.
when you're always spending. He makes a solid point there.
Yeah.
he made
Yeah.
he made a solid point. He's like, you guys are just, no wonder you don't have money. Look at all the crap you're buying. He makes a solid point though, I'll tell you that. Okay.
Yeah.
So what percentage of the population is black? And what percentage of the money do black people have? I think millennials might be more broke than black people. That's pretty. If people think about blacks being like the bottom of the totem pole economically, but I think millennials are worse off than blacks
12%.
of the population, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so look up what percentage of the U.S. net worth is black. It'd be interesting to discover that millennials are worse off than black people these days. Maybe instead of discriminating black people in the future, they'll be discriminating millennials. It'll be illegal to say the M word. That'd be great. Only we could say the M word to each other. North, West Palm Beach. I gotta be in the. I figure I'll be in the area. Blue 42 miles per gallon. You ever be able to find the answer to that or no? Oh, gosh. That's a tough one, though. You might not be able to find that.
I'm finding a little bit of information.
What percentage of the net worth to black people? What percentage of the money is owned by black people? Hopefully it's not worse than millennials. I don't know. We'll be able to say the M word to each other. What's up, my millennial? You know? That's just looking at me like, that's looking at me like you have smoked yourself retarded. That's looking at me like, did I really raise this moron? He's looking at me like, did I really raise this moron?
6% of adults had earnings of $100,000
No, that's not.
or more.
Just here, give me the phone. Just ask just right. What percentage of the money is owned by black people?
I did. It doesn't come up.
It can't be worse than the ratio for. I mean, okay. Net worth by race. You could do a mathematical equation to figure it out. Average net worth by race. You could always just do a mathematical equation. Once you know those numbers. Once you know the ratio, then you can figure out the mathematical equation by population.
It has like median net worth.
Median won't do it, has to be average. Okay, median net worth by race. What is it?
Okay, Asians have a 300,000 net worth.
What?
Of middle income.
No way. White 200, black 74. Hispanics are now actually more than black. So the average black person has a net worth of 74, and the average Hispanic is 100,000. The white is 250. So the ratio for black to white is the same as. It's about the same actually. It's pretty crazy. Millennials are as poor as black people. Only we should be able to say the M word from now on.
Millennial.
What's up, my millennial? Yeah. Shout out to all my millennials. Maybe I could do a collaboration with YG on a song called My Millennial.
You mean Young Jack?
You throw him on there. No, he's not a millennial, is he? He's 12. Dang, that's crazy. 75 is 150. No, I think blacks are just a little bit poorer than millennials. That's crazy to think. Imagine being a black millennial. Well, if my dad is right, then a black millennial would actually be better off than a white or Hispanic millennial. Because if it's the way my dad puts it, which is just, it's not that you don't make money until you blow it all. That makes a lot. Like it's not okay. Do income by age group. See if you can find that out. Because I think the real problem that might be right. Like if let's say if we have good incomes but we have horrible net worths, then that would just suggest the obvious, which is we do make a lot of money. We just don't know how to manage it. But hey, they didn't have electric vehicles when they were growing up, so what the crap did they have to live for? We have a reason to live.
It would be called generation.
Generation? Okay, do income by generation. That ruined my theory. He made a solid point. Y'all ain't got no money and we got living. Talking about money we got.
Disposable household income. Okay. So the silent generation born before 1946. So their disposable income is $45,000.
That's money you don't need.
The boomers have about 73,000.
Okay.
Generation X, which comes after the boomers, from 65 to 80,
Look at that
you're
Jeep.
looking at about 108,000.
Wow.
Millennials, which is from 81 to 1996, you're at about 89,000.
So we do make money, we just don't know how to manage it.
And Gen Z is 1997 and later,
Yeah, what's their income?
49,000.
Wait, disposable income?
Yeah.
Isn't disposable mean it's income you don't even need? I'm confused. What does the word disposable income mean? Look it up. I thought disposable income means like money you don't even need. Like, just money laying around. We don't have $8,000 laying around. Disposable means like money you don't need. Like, that's after your housing and stuff. That doesn't sound right.
Income remaining after deduction of taxes and other mandatory charges available to be spent or saved as one wishes.
That doesn't sound right. There's no way our millennials have $80,000 left over after everything. That doesn't sound right.
Well, think about it. Like, 2 people work in a household.
Yeah, but that's by household or by family?
Household.
Oh, by household. Well, that's different. What about individual per capita? The household's different. So you're telling me that the average millennial couple like us has $80,000 left over?
I can tell you we don't.
We got $80,000 if we're lucky.
Yeah.
That's of everything.
Yeah.
Maybe twice in our lifetime we made that kind of money. We almost had a $100,000 year. If I hadn't got hurt, we'd have had a $100,000 year.
Definitely.
I would have. You would. Don't get mad at me. I gotta brag. Oh no, a garbage bag, we're gonna die! Sorry. Dang, we really got it bad like that, huh? So that is right. It's not that we don't have money, it's that we don't.
That's a person.
Huh? What's a person?
That.
Oh my, they have just have a guy in the back of the truck? Like his cargo or something?
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully it's
I'm
not.
like, I look over and I'm like, that's a person.
I'm here to stay, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is right. It's not so much that we don't make enough money as millennials. It's that we don't know how to manage our money. We buy things like $8,000 trucks and do things like stay at beachside resorts.
Yeah.
Even though we're broke.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. You catch that? Classic como so no,
Well,
he wants to go the other way.
that would-
First he was going that way. Then
Yeah.
he classic como so.
Well, I mean, that would cost the same as like a regular hotel, so you might as well.
That's why we don't have any money as money because we buy stupid stuff. That makes us a lot of money. All right, guys, checking out from Boca Raton.